Reezonn, owner of the Reezonn Sports Network, reporting live at the Reezonn Sports Center. And today, I'm here to bring you the USA Today High School Football Top 25 rankings, the Max Prep stat leaders, the Gatorade National Player of the Year rankings, and a small preview of what's going down in high school football this week. Miramar is the #1 ranked team in the nation. Coming in at number 2 is St. Francis Academy from Baltimore. These two teams will be playing this week. 3 is IMG Academy from Florida. 4 is DeMatha. 5 is Clay Chalkville from Alabama. 6 is Rummel from Louisiana. 7 is Lakeland from Florida. 8 is Neville from Louisiana. 9 is Mater Dei from California. 10 is Lake Travis from Texas. 11 is Cedar Hill from Texas. 12 is Cocoa from Florida. 13 is Servite from Cali. 14 is St. Ed's. 15 is DeSoto. 16 is South Panola from Mississippi. 17 is Long Beach Poly. 18 is Bishop Gorman. 19 is North Allegheny. 20 is Marietta. 21 St. X. 22 is Grayson. 23 is St. Ignatius. 24 is Phoenix City Central, and 25 is Mission Viejo. Now we're done with the top 25 teams in high school football. Let's take a focus on the Gatorade Player of the Year watch list, the top 5 candidates for the Gatorade National Player of the Year. Coming in at number 5 is 5-star quarterback Josh Prince. Last week he went 10 for 10. 307 yards, 9 carries, 91 yards, and 4 total touchdowns. They played against Katy High School in Texas and they almost lost, but Josh Prince was perfect on the day. If Miramar keeps winning, I don't see how Josh Prince doesn't move up in the rankings. At number 4, we have 5-star tight end Bryson James from IMG Academy. Bryson James is leading the entire nation in receiving right now. At the end of the year, if he's still leading the nation in receiving as a tight end, I would be surprised if he doesn't win the award. Coming in at number 3, a guy who dropped down a couple of spots, 5-star wide receiver Cato Hendricks. Cato Hendricks is a guy that's won the award his first 2 years in high school, which were the past 2 seasons. This year is the first time in a while that he's not the overwhelming favorite to win the award. That has to be motivating for him right now. Even though he had 352 receiving yards last week with 4 receiving touchdowns and 54 rushing yards on the ground, that's over 400 total yards of offense. So Cato must feel slighted by this. But coming in at number 2 is the guy that leads the nation in rushing. 4-star running back Jermaine McLeod from St. Francis Academy in Baltimore. McLeod played at IMG Academy last season, but this year, him playing at St. Francis, he's been the star of the show. They give it to him almost every down, and he's leading the nation in rushing by far. I'm excited to see what he can do against an elite Miramar defense this week. But coming in at number 1 on the Gatorade National Player of the Year award watch list is freshman phenom LaRon Dimes, and this surprised me. So far in this high school football season, LaRon has made an impact on offense, defense, and special teams. One of the nation's leaders in tackles, already has an interception on the season, one of the nation's leaders in receiving and return yards. It's really hard to argue with a resume like that, but it's a lot of football left before this season ends, and a lot of these awards are based on what you can do during championship time. So we'll see if LaRon can keep up this level of play, especially considering that this young man also plays basketball for Bishop Gorman. Before we end this, we have to take a look at the high school football stat leader so far this season. So let's go over to maxpreps.com and check it out. The high school football passing leaders are sorted by passer rating, not yards or touchdowns right now. And if you didn't know, anybody with a period next to their name means that they are a subscriber to the channel. Anybody with an apostrophe next to their name means that they are a Patreon member. Paul Warner, Green Thompson, these are all Patreon members. Brian Musket, you see Sauce Harris, he's actually a Patreon member. I need to change that. Jaseer Jackson, Leandro Ball, Nate Brown, Trey Williams, Von Darren Adams, Bryce Ware, Zeke Mills, Zach Abercrombie, Tori Siplin, Nelson Sims, Jeremy Bailey, Anthony Panupucci, AJ Wyrich, Trey Williams, Keelah Brown, Logan Shores. Y'all see what's going on. I'll scroll just a little bit more. Y'all can stop the video whenever y'all want. As for rushing leaders go, Jermaine McLeod leads with 81 carries, 711 yards. Kwame Asoko right behind him, another subscriber to the channel doing his thing. Jake Jackson, Mason Powers, Kyler Lassiter, Kevin Herbert the 6th, Jaden Force, JT Martinez. A lot of good running backs in high school football. Tank Davis, another one. James Allen, Mojo Hill, John Marty, Donovan Epps, Leroy Jenkins. Now let's look at receiving. Bryson James at number 1. Then you see Dante Freeman, Bo Carter, Stephon Riley, Cato Hendricks, LaRon Dimes, Jake Andrews, another Patreon member, Scotty Lewis Jr., Amon Day, Connor Munson, DK Moreno, Cassius B.M., Charles Flowers Neal, Jackson Gowan, Jeremiah Swift, Traquan Donaldson, Aiko Kawaguchi, Dank Williams, Princeton Butler, the freshman phenom, Malachi Pierre, Devontae Furman, Prince Herbert, Trey Jones, Stephon Smithfield, Alec Marie Rose. I can't show y'all all the receiving leaders, but y'all get the gist of it. Here's some defensive stat leaders right here, sorted by solo tackles. You see Nick Zimmerman, Mikey Reynolds, LaRon Dimes, Shaba Johnson, Marvin Young Jr., Han Nguyen, Bo Johnson, Lil Jordan Montgomery, Jacarius Best, Patreon member, already got 5 sacks on the season. So many talented YouTube subscribers, and I'll be willing to bet this list looks completely different at the end of the season. Let's sort it by sacks. Jacarius Best is at 1. Then we got DeMarcus Towers, Ace Montana, Nick Goose, Nick Zimmerman, the 5-slot middle linebacker. But yeah, that would pretty much be it. It's Reezonn, owner of the Reezonn Sports Network. Make sure y'all like the video, comment on the video, subscribe to the channel, and make sure you click on the post notification bell too. Also, if you want to be a character in the Reezonn Sports Network, then make sure you stay tuned till the end of the video. A lot of high school football content coming soon. Just stay tuned. You can be a character in the Reezonn Sports Network universe. We make content for high school, college, and the pros. You can submit a form. The link will be in the description. However, if you sign up with Patreon, you'll have a lot more customization and control over your character. The link will be in the description. You can also view your player's season and career stats online. The link will be in the description. I also added a social media feature for the universe to be more immersive. The link to that video will also be in the description. If you don't have Patreon but you still want to be featured on the channel more, then make sure you're active in the comment section. You being consistently active reminds me to put you on the channel in some way. When you submit a form, your character will be put in the universe. You can see yourself in a live stream or video when teams play, but it's highly unlikely that you'll see me controlling your player throughout a game if you don't have Patreon. Signing up with Patreon gives you control over attributes, accessories, gives you a GTA face, control over your backstory, and you'll be one of the best players in the universe.